What's wrong with your internet?
My internet's $200 per month. 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 Okay. That was awkward. All right.
Ryan?
I was on Echo for like a solid couple minutes. All right, now. All right.
Did you forget to mute your stream?
I muted it, but right when I went live, it turned it back on, I thought, and then it played an ad, and I couldn't stop it, and then it just kept on re-looping, and I was freaking out because I couldn't figure it out. But anyway, let me just get the show notes, and then we can begin, because I had them up, but I had to quit out of Chrome.
Did you attribute yourself to the event already?
Yeah, it's on there.
Yeah. All right, so people of the universe on stream and all that fun stuff, we're back for BLITZ episode 3 now. Due to Doty and BMW just having anywhere from time commitment issues to bad time zones to working, we have Game and HackleBeast co-hosting / guest starring on us, and I'll bring up them right now. Game is the guy holding the Red Bull in the middle picture, and that's what he decided to have because he doesn't want to use his webcam due to technical reasoning, and his HackleBeast has changed his avatar from week 1 now to an SK Team 1. I just don't know what it's called.
It's Bunky.
Bunky. I don't watch.
Bunky.
I don't watch Korean scene. I don't watch it.
I don't care if you don't watch it. You should know this is Bunky. He's the greatest mascot.
Like 17 pictures.
He crash landed in space and was allowed to give SKT their technology, and in return, he gets to dance around and cheer them on at their sporting events. Learn the lore, damn it.
Wait, SKT has technology? What?
There's lore to an esports team? Really? I did not know that. I did not.
This is important. You need to learn this.
Well, you learn something new every day, I guess.
I think it's hilarious that of all the pictures you use that one. That's awesome. Because you're emphasizing a headshot.
Yeah, well, of course. Like, if it wasn't that, I would have cropped it. Kind of silly if it was a full body shot. It wouldn't fit in that square.
Well, actually, I had to crop Games one. He had a full body shot. Then the aspect ratio is already killed off anyway. I always just take the image and just stretch out the aspect ratio. But anyway, getting into more news-related stuff for BLITZ because Brood War is still going on. I would say this is a little bit of a slower week, just due to major tournaments not running, like Toren Hire, for example, hasn't been running, and that's probably the biggest hit I would say for foreign Brood War, because it's just, I think it's entertaining, but that's been a little bit inactive for the past 2 weeks, and ASL 2 hasn't begun yet, I don't think. At least Cass haven't started.
Okay.
At least Cass haven't started. But we'll talk about those events in specific. We'll specify those events going on. But first off, I want to say happy birthday to Boxer. I don't know a Korean happy birthday. I know it in Chinese, but so I just want to say happy birthday to him. It was on, I think it was August 4th, so he turned 32. So happy birthday to Boxer. Emperor deserves to be congratulated as a happy birthday. Just want to say that.
Until he switched.
Well, I mean, you can say that, but I mean, he's actually betrayed me in some ways because I'm a Slayers fan for StarCraft 2, and then he just betrayed his whole team. He had his proteges, and he left everyone. If you watch StarCraft 2, and he just left his last beginning Terran just left by himself. But anyway, he's still deep down in my heart my favorite player, second to MMA, and then from there we get into more specific Star Leagues, which would be obviously first off Gambit Cup. would be the big one, and part of the reason why HackleBeast is on stream with us is to talk about Gambit Cup. So, did you want to go familiarize people with what the current news with your situation with Gambit Cup?
All right, we're jumping right into this.
Can I say something?
You know
Go
what?
ahead.
Sure, game. You can
If
say
they
something.
replaced him with a bigger name.
It's true, man. Puppy Killer's like what? 13 letters? I think HackleBeast is only like 10. That name is so much bigger than mine.
It's 12. It's 12.
It's 12. I don't know. I don't count. Yeah, absolutely. I've been replaced by a bigger name, Puppy Killer and Noise. I don't know. I had a conversation with Awa. Awa wanted certain things. I wanted certain things. It used to be that those certain things were the same thing. They are now no longer the same thing. So he got somebody else who can help him out with what he wants to do. And now I'm casting other things.
That's so vague. Don't be a vagina.
What do you,
Give us the gooey details.
what gooey details do you want, game? Be specific.
That was too vague. I've heard less vague things in court for rape.
Okay.
Well, we just went out and I took her home. That was it. Yep. Mm-hmm.
How about let's see here. Your reasoning for leaving was different from Ella. You've made it clear for the fact that you mean no disrespect to Ella. You've made it clear that you had different opinions on two different things. What would you say those two different things were? Ella wanted something, you wanted something different. Now, do you want to go talk about those two specific events, or two specific things that you guys had directly different from each other?
It's like blind dating.
All right. So, Awa has a really grand vision for Brood War. And he wants really good things for Brood War. And he certainly should be commended for his ambitions, and he certainly made a lot of good things happen. But
You sound like
it
you're
wasn't...
the rapist now.
What?
You sound like you're defending the rapist now.
Alright. It was something that I didn't necessarily share his same ambitions with. So he wanted to keep moving forward, keep making a better and better product. And he felt that he could get a better product if he was to switch over to a different caster. So I said, if you don't think that I'm your best option, you should pick somebody else. And so he did.
Now,
Yes.
I have a question on that point. You said Ella wanted someone for a better caster and point of view. Now, people have said Puppy Killer hasn't totally given off the people aren't super crazy about Puppy Killer at the moment. I was watching, I forget what exactly Gambit Cup it was, but they're definitely new to casting. I definitely pointed out there, and you said Ella wants a more polished product, and I get what his vision is. He wants to make a really, really awesome product, a very awesome Star League for Brood War. Now, why would he say? Now, I'm not saying I would want to cast at all for Gambit Cup, but why would he choose two just brand new casters versus someone that would be different? Why not Elegant? Why? He's been casting that for some time. Why doesn't he just solely let him cast it? Or say someone with a more technical aspect that has done overlays such as me. Now, I'm not saying I would do it, but I'm just saying I don't want to, but I'm saying from the point of view where I've done pretty technical aspects, overlays, microphone, organizing VODs, that, in the past has been difficult to get from Gambit Cup, still is very difficult from Gambit Cup. I haven't really seen much improvement at all. Why would you think he chose Noise and Puppy Killer over, another caster in the scene?
Comment specifically on Awa, because that would perceivably be the best option. Awa has terrible internet. That's straight up. Awa cannot show up and do an event consistently. And Awa, wow, have I been saying Awa? I meant Elegant. They both start with E. Elegant has terrible internet.
You're stuck on the AWA idea.
I don't know. This is a conversation about AWA. You're throwing all these names at me. I can't keep it straight. I'm a slow person. Elegant just doesn't have good internet, so he can't do it consistently. He couldn't even co-cast consistently with me. And Elegant's a great caster when he's there, but it's kind of hard to pin your entire tournament on whether or not it rains in London, which apparently it seems to be whether his internet's working or not. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it is. As to why Puppy Killer annoys in general, it's conjecture. Really, I don't know Awa's thought processes, and I can take guesses, but straight up, I don't know. My best guess would be it's something where I started out as a caster, I'm doing a pretty good job, and I've peaked. Okay. And Awa thinks he can start with somebody who's not as good with me right now, but will become something better than me in the future. Again, that's conjecture, I don't know. But that is what I would guess. Speculation. You asked me to speculate. I'm speculating.
People are saying you can't hear me.
Yeah, Game, if you want to get closer, buffer your mic settings. You're already maxed on my end. I can't increase your output anymore. That's already on my audio levels. Sadly. Okay. So, well, I think pretty much that's good. Do you leave Gambit Cup happily? Well, I shouldn't say that. Do you hold any grudges? Well, I guess that could be a good question. Do you when leaving Gambit Cup, do you feel as a better person, and do you leave without a grudge that so many people in the past have done against Ella in the past?
Whoa. So many people have done
Well, no, I shouldn't say that. Well, no. I'm saying people in the past have. I'm saying.
Bad taste in the mouth from Awa. You can't just say something like that against a huge fucking entity. You have to have something to back it up. Who left from Awa's staff that was just like, you know what, fuck Awa, that guy's an asshole. You can't say something like that without having backup.
Let me rephrase that. I meant people that have dealt with Ella in the past haven't really left with a positive outlook on the guy. I'm not saying I'm a neutral party here. I'm just wondering. I'm just saying in the community basis, people. I'm not going to say names because I don't want to point them out. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying from that point of view. Do you does HackleBeast leave with that same feeling or not? That's what I meant to say. I didn't mean to. Yes, this is the first case someone has left from Ella's staff. That's what I was. The question was poorly asked.
Okay. I definitely think that it's a mischaracterization to say that there is a hit list of people and Awa's just crossing out names of people that have been irked by him in the past, and he's just running through the entire community. That's just not the way it is, and it's a really provocative way of phrasing it. It's me personally. Do I have a grudge? No, I do not have a grudge. Awa. Okay, Game has a grudge for me. I will let Game act on that as he sees fit. But from a personal standpoint, I don't. It's really simple. Awa's going to do what he wants to do, and while some decisions may not, and I'm not talking specifically about this decision, while some decisions Awa's made might not seem like the best, Awa's always making decisions to try to make Brood War better. In the end, that's that goal of anything Awa does. It somehow traces back towards Brood War is better. Okay. This is another decision in that line. Will it work out for him? Yet to be seen. But I don't harbor any grudge against him because he made that decision.
Okay. Game, as a third party from all this, you're a little disbanded from all this. Do you think that was the right decision?
Game's the most isolated of everyone.
Yeah, no, I don't think he is, but I'm just saying as a third party from this, Do you think
I
that?
know nothing about this. Shut up.
Do you think this was a smart decision from Ella to knock off a HackleBeast from a caster from Gambit Cup? And I even speculated my own thought on this is that I think personally HackleBeast has probably been the most influential caster up to this point, and probably still will be in Foreign Brood War. And because of that, it reflects onto the organization of odds and stuff. But when Ella pretty much knocks off a decent caster, a fantastic caster like HackleBeast is, with his analysis, with his decent setup and everything,
Right.
with running a good running Gambit Cup that has a consistent basis for high level of play. It's not just, you have, a round of 32, best of 3. You might see your favorite player get knocked out in the round of 32. Do you think that's a smart decision? I'm just wondering.
I'm finding the logs of where I I said something to Awo about it, obviously. Two things. HackleBeast is like pretty decent caster. He's one of the best casters, but he knows nothing about the game. So
0.
Okay.
I'll read it straight from my logs because I'm nice like that. Awo will look at because Puppy Killer and Aggie or whatever had or was it Noise Puppy Killer? Yeah.
Noise.
Noise. Yeah.
He had more views. They had about double his views per average for the first thing, and I said, "Hey, we'll look at it like it's more views for Gambit Cup this week as a sign that HackleBeast was bad for the league." But it was really just more people who wanted to see the drama and see how good Noise and his co-casters are, kind of like Hybrid Pro League, where it happened to the viewers the first day, and after that it drops significantly.
Okay. Just wondering. All right. I think we've pretty much torn that one to the ground. So, just to go overall, Gambit Cup now has Puppy Killer and Noise as casters. Things looking good for Gambit Cup. Wish it the best of luck. It is a high-level Star League, so I wish it the best of luck. It's entertaining to watch.
And LRM's owning that shit.
Well, we're actually we're going to be going into the results of Gambit Cup now. I did see on Wikipedia that China hasn't played LRM yet, which is probably my most anticipated match of this series because I'm a huge Chinese.
Like
well, I like China, but sadly though they're not putting Fengzi and John-Hoon in there. Well, actually, I think John-Hoon might be there, but I think he's only played 2 matches.
Who?
But John-Hoon, I think he got third. He got third place in the CSOL this season.
What's
What's his what?
What's his name?
John-Hoon, Zhanuon, Hun.
ZHA is John.
John, yeah. ZH in yeah.
Epiphany.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, I didn't. That's insane. But all right, yeah. No, he was around.
Yeah.
Basically, what happened was Fish was down, and the Chinese management came on iCup. And then they were like, our players can't get on iCup. And I was like, I've played your players on iCup. What are you talking about? And essentially, it was that J-Star went to sleep. Now it's their first player.
Oh.
And so they lied about it and got the Clan War postponed.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why it got postponed, I guess. No. Yeah, go ahead.
Not there.
J-Star's playing Gambit Cup?
Well, he was there this time.
Oh, okay.
They sure brought him out for LRM.
Yeah.
I love how that always happens. The teams magically have their best lineup whenever they play us. I can't wait to say.
If you look at the CSOL though, I'm surprised just how poorly they're operating right now for Gambit Cup, but I think it's partly due to the lag and some of their top level players like Fengzi, who won the finals of CSOL, refuses to play because of the lag issues of playing across the
Who?
Atlantic Ocean. No, Pacific Ocean. Yep. It's Pacific English. Fengzi, he's the guy that won the CSOL finals.
Fengzi or whatever?
It's Fengzi, but it might be Fengzi is what you might know him. Fengzi or
Yeah, he's
all
the
one.
Turtle Zerg.
Yeah, he's ridiculously good. Completely just decimated John. But anyway, week 4 has concluded on September 2nd, pretty much for all clan leagues except for LRM versus CN. So we know why that happened. Starting off with SAS versus Fox. SAS won 4-1 against Fox. Would you say, HackleBeast, that was an upset at all, or do you? Actually, when I'm looking at these stats right now, well, let me just talk about the results right now. Starts out with Skyline versus Bibian. Bibian wins in the TVT. Zeke comes out, kills off Bibian. Elena, Noise, Karate, bam, end of that. I don't think that's really surprising for Zeke to. Well, I'm surprised Zeke came out so fast though, in a team league, but.
Zeke's always on a time basis.
Okay.
He'll show up to a clan war and play first or second or play last. He doesn't want to really devote too much time to sitting around in a channel.
Oh, okay. Well, Zeke pretty much just dominated that league. When I see Zeke, I just see automatic win for SAS. And then IFU versus Sir. IFU gets an all kill. Alfio got an all kill. Surprisingly. Well, I'm not really sure.
Not surprisingly at all.
Not surprising.
Not surprising at all.
He
as
beat
soon as
Flip.
I heard
Yeah.
they actually got Alfio to show up, it's like, oh, Alfio all kill. Easy.
It was a 4-0. Oh, go ahead.
Well, look what you beat, so...
Yeah, exactly. Sir's not using their good Terrans. So, one of the good Terrans might have been able to put up a fight against Alfio, but based off of the roster they have been using, Alfio shouldn't be losing against them.
They didn't even have 4 players. The last set's a walkover.
Yeah.
That helps too.
Started off with Alfio going into Executor. Sheepdog gets knocked out. Spectre gets knocked off. These are all MSJ players, I think. Yeah, they're all MSJ players. Yeah. So much for the merch.
I think that Executor, all his results should have a little subtitle next to the map of how long the game was.
I'm guessing he draws out a PvP that draws out. Really? Well, no, I think they end pretty quickly. But with that side, Samjok versus Reps. Samjok won 4-1. And Samjok started off with Napoleon versus Largo. Napoleon takes that series. Degem came out. He gets knocked up by Napoleon. Dewalt comes in, kills off Napoleon. Doty comes in here for the rest of the kill against Dewalt and Tama. Yeah. Was that surprising? With Just Say winning against Reps?
No.
Not particularly.
Not particularly.
SJ, basically, if you look at all the past Gambit Cups, SJ's beat Reps and LRM every single time, and then they lose to everyone else.
Oh, okay.
It's insane how they just have such a counter. It pisses me off so much.
Maybe it's the bane of your existence game. Just Samjok gaming in general. Or noobs.
That's just hooligan because he's a Bulgarian.
And, well, Doty, the co-host from did get killed off Duel and Tama for the win, which I guess is cool for a shout-out for Doty, at least. Now...
Yeah, Tama's good.
Tama's good?
Yeah.
I would have to say all these players are pretty good. I still want to know how China team went, though. I'm really, really, really want to know how that series went. I'm thinking, though, in past Chinese, though, that week 4 is going to be like a 4-0 or a 4-1 for LRM. I just cannot see China winning.
What?
Has that been played, game?
What?
Game, has that set been played?
China?
Yeah. You versus China. Or is it still postponed?
No, we don't even know what's going to be played. Like, it would disappear.
Right. Awesome.
So, yeah. I would like to know when you be playing that.
Well, let me know if Fengzi comes on, because that's one else. That's probably when I'll watch it. Week 5 is going to be played on the 9th, which is 3 days from now, Sunday, which is the same time as YSL, I think, but I think YSL's earlier in the day. I'm not sure, though. So that might conflict, but Are the casts on the same day? No, they're normally one day after, or is the cast right when the games are played for Gambit Cup?
Casts are always the same day.
Same day? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why they always send you the replays via Skype, if I'm not mistaken. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, only with HackleBeast we don't have a puppy killer.
With that, that should be Gambit Cup, unless there's really any closing thoughts from you guys in general. I think we've pretty much taken Gambit Cup down to the ground in terms of breaking it down.
Sure.
Comments? Hackle or puppy killer better get better soon. Noise has so much better of a voice than you, HackleBeast.
Voice preferential over is just makes the cast.
All right.
Well, no, but just there's someone needs to be there to be entertaining, and Kill needs to be that guy.
Oh, look at this! Look at this! It looks like we can actually end up getting BMW on here. I think.
Oh shit!
Oh, we're getting him on. All right, cool.
This is gonna be entertaining. This is gonna be entertaining. I didn't know he got on.
I was just smoking, and I think he sounds exactly like Cheech from Cheech and Chong. Oh god.
All right. I think I'm adding him now. Okay, he should be. Yeah, I'm adding him. I just don't have the overlay set him up for it, but that's okay. We can get BMW in here. He'll be the safety for me. Next would just be the SRW or the Shimmy Rush week. With that, pretty much what you guys need to know is that the Shimmy wanted to expand the duration of his tournament by a little while longer. He wanted to build up hype, I guess is the reasoning why. He wanted me to do the first 2 series from the round of 8, day 1, which was Wednesday. That was some wacky stuff. Fold versus... I don't even remember. Fold versus... Nudie? No. Possibly. No. I don't even know. But there were just some... The last ZVP was the most... It just seemed really bizarre on how it worked out. So if you want to see an interesting series number 2 from day 1 was interesting. Otherwise, the bigger ones, game included actually in that, is going to be on next Wednesday cast. He plays the potentially fake Smurf Korean. So that'll be interesting.
He's not a fake Smurf. His hockey's checked.
Okay.
I'm not going to spoil. He's checked.
But the Korean has shown some interesting play so far. And did BMW ever get on this call? I haven't checked.
What's up?
Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Oh, okay. So, BMW in here. Welcome. Episode 3 BMW. All that fun stuff.
I raced home. I was trying to get you on Skype. I don't know. For like 15 minutes, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just make a Twitch account.
Well, I was on D&D, so...
Oh, okay.
I just see notifications. I have 3 of them, which I just don't look off until the... last part. So, like I said, SRW round of 8 is still going on. I think it's also buying time for the round of 4 to begin, too. It's part of the reason. So that cast is coming out next weekend. That one I would tune in for day 1. I mean, if you want to see those players play, it's totally fine. I'm just saying it's kind of generic play. I wouldn't call out really any game. If you want an interesting series, again, series number 2, both games or all 3 games, I don't remember. It's been a while. When school started, I tend to forget stuff. Anyway, check that out if you want some really bizarre, like 2-gating into full, trying to hold off Mass Hydra, and pretty much almost holding off Mass Hydra when he had 100. I think he had 120 Hydras, and like a maxed. Yeah. The Zerg. Dyslexic. It was Dyslexic versus. Oh, no, it's Dyslexic versus Jumper. Samjock Jumper. That's what it was. God, I was trying to remember it. It's Jumper versus Dyslexic. Jumper, I believe he ended up coming out on top on that series, but it was an upset for the first game. It was like, I think Jumper was just trying to completely just own Dyslexic. He kind of did like a 2-gate, then he followed up with... And then he went Mass Goon, which made no sense, because Hydra's kind of wreck Goons anyway, and then Lings came out and he still went Mass Goon, and then his Unicom position just died. So, he had no Zealots at all. But I believe Jumper's C+, I think?
What?
Is Jumper C+? I don't know. That's what the stats said. That's all I know. That's what the stats said. I don't know everyone. Okay, I just normally cast the games. I'm just all over the place. Okay, but when I saw Sam Jock, I'm like, he's probably a high level player. Don't get mad at me.
He's not C+.
I didn't think he would be, but dyslexic is a C, and he won going math hydralisks. I mean, that was an upset for sure. Game, whatever the yeah, he two-gated, and then cross positions on Gladiator. It failed, and then because lurkers came out at the time to help defend the third base, then we just saw literally math hydralisks. Like there was nothing else.
That's
and
really
then,
funny because I practiced with Jumper on Gladiator after his matches.
Oh really?
Yeah, and he was complaining about how hard it is to attack on that map, and I actually raped him with Mass Hydra. So. Makes no sense.
Well, it was crazy. It was honestly the most ridiculous match. I couldn't figure it out because I was so used to like China. Because it literally looked like if you were just to like go on build order on paper, it kind of looked like a Chinese ZVP because Chinese Zergs like never get hive tech till like 20 minutes in the game. Like they'll always go like Ling Muta and a couple lurkers. But it was just bizarre because he never got hive tech. He never got Defiler Ultra transition. He just went Mass Hydra. And then Storm came, and then a lot of dead Hydras. Well, that's everything I know about the Shimmy Rush week. The ASL 2. I have something by Noise, I think is the event organizer, or Shimmy, I forget. But he sent me a PM, so I'll get that up. But HackleBeast, do you have any information regarding that cast time or something like that?
Yeah, I posted it in the thread. I will be casting ASL tomorrow, possibly today if you're in Europe right now. So like in about 13, 14 hours from now, something like that. It's going to be really soon.
HackleBeast, are you like the SKT1 Marshmallow Man or something? Which one are you? Which one's Game and which one's Marshmallow Man?
No different. Both those pictures are of marshmallow people.
Owned.
But I was the more marshmallow person with the SKT
I'm
logo.
trolling. Sorry about that.
All right.
Both those guys look like they can bounce at a strip club. That's for sure. Both of them.
All right.
Guys,
Cheech, I love you, Cheech. I've loved you in so many movies and so many stand-ups, I can't even tell you.
Man. Fucking, it's going way back already. 2004 right here with Game. Shit. Vintage Game right here. Troll Fest.
he's been a very entertaining guest on air. I would definitely verify that. Go ahead.
Just getting this out quick. The cast is tomorrow, like 14 hours from now. It's gonna be groups A, B, and C. We're casting what will hopefully be some of the better games. We're not casting all the games because we just don't have time for that. There you go.
Are you doing the round of 32? Is that what you're casting?
No, it's qualifier.
Qualifier.
And pick out the ones that are good.
No, we're doing, but we're doing. Do you know how the format works?
Yeah.
All right, we're doing the tier 1 game in round
okay.
6 and 7 and 8 and 9. So hopefully those are two of the better people in the group.
Now I have a question for you, HackleBeast. What's the longest time you've casted for? Like consecutively.
Oh, God, it's gotta be at least 10.
Okay, I think I hit 10.5. That's my peak that I did this past week. I did a whole round of 32, best of 3s. It was tiring, but I guess you probably beat me then.
Yeah, I think it was like, for Nation War or something.
For Nation War.
When you had to cast like all the games for Nation War for both full clan leagues.
Oh wow.
Nation Wars. I'll announce that. Like, once we get through some stuff.
We're gonna announce it now, man.
No.
Do it.
No.
you foreshadowed onto a part of a potential new Nation War, but whatever.
Well, that's what I do. In case you didn't know.
Yeah. In case if anyone didn't know, potential Nation War announcement might be soon in the near future for Game and HackleBeast. I'm assuming.
That's what we in the biz.
Hey, can we
call
get a list of
cheats.
Can we get a list of the nations that game's already banning before we find out?
Well, we're gonna ban Korea, then we're gonna ban IFU, and
Nation 5
He's just banning my whole team. That's a smart idea.
Um,
Oh
Yo.
God.
can we get like a random ban in there? Can we get like no South Korea and Angola?
I'm just gonna ban all Canadians, so there's no Rush equal Bibian equal Michael equal Jumpers
Oh man. But then
and
we
Sail
miss,
in there either.
but then we miss out on all the drama that Draw's going to bring, whether he plays or not.
But he's not Korean. Have you seen his
Don't
picture?
you want-
He's got that Guido face.
Don't you want 10 pages of draw?
I know, but if you ban the Canadians, we can't see him.
No, the Canadian Koreans.
Oh, the Canadian Koreans. All right, now we're getting specific.
Oh, that's like on the
it.
west side of Canada.
May I
Yeah,
ask
ban
how
West
you would
Side.
try to ban the Canadian Koreans though? Because now you can't even do IPs now. I mean, like, do you have to like everyone has to send in like a photo ID potentially?
What do you mean two IPs?
No, you can tell by their play, man. You can tell by their play.
It's just by their play. It's
it's
just
too good.
natural
Korean.
blood.
Fucking, he plays standard with 300 APM. Fucking Korean.
Modesty or American Korean, don't worry.
Now, does that apply to only male Koreans or female Koreans as well? Well, because I know two Koreans, right? One's a guy, one's a girl. One is like super high level StarCraft player. The other one's really, really bad. Except they're kind of reversed. The girl is really dominant. The guy is really not. It's the older sister of the I know a family of Koreans.
39 rule of the internet. What is it? Puka, what is it?
I'm not even gonna guess
Number
what the
30 rule of the internet is that girls don't exist on the internets. Therefore, that would be his older brother, and that's Bibian playing for Rush.
or that I've witnessed the sister playing. But anyway,
I'm lobbying for it right now. South Korea can have a team if it's an all-girl team, and can somehow prove it.
If Toss Girl will play with webcam, she can win the tournament. I'm down.
That sounds awesome.
oh god.
This tournament just got exponentially better.
Yeah, man, it's just we'll just like rename it. It's not Nation War. It's Toss Girl versus a bunch of terrible Europeans. It'd be great. So just like dominate all of
Hypothetical
them.
nation wars that's never been announced with girls and guys. All right, sounds great.
Oh.
Every time he rapes her, she has to make a funny face.
Well, to digress back into before we get really off topic, back to the ASL2. I asked Shimmy to just give me a stats report, pretty much of what his thing was going, and I'll just say, quote the PM. He said, "Hey, all right, not too much to this update, but I'll list below: smiley-faced Asians, or probably be divisions. A, B, and C have played their qualifiers and cast will be coming this Friday at 9 Central Europe time, September 7th. Be sure to tune in to see if your favorites have made it, and also some surprise upsets. Smiley-faced Asians D, E, and F will be played the 8th and 9th at 19 Central Europe time, the 8th, and 17 Central time in the 9th, and casted by the following Friday. Asterix, this season is all about second chances, so after the cast of divisions D, E, and F, everyone should be on the lookout for the third on team TL that might just give them a second shot if they haven't already qualified. Make this sound all mysterious if you can, P. And another asterisk. Oh, also tell everyone that we're going to be having a plethora of casters this season. Be on the lookout for some of their favorite players casting ASL2, D. And thanks and good luck with the show. I'll be tuning in. The double caret sign thing. Yeah.
That kind of sounds. His middle paragraph there about the second chances. It sounds like the best friend. Is all I'm saying. He's got best friends in his tournaments.
A little skepticism right there. Probably.
Fitz, you were totally the guy who, in their middle school play, read their lines. I will see you tomorrow. Walks off stage right. Just
Oh my god. Possibly. I'm not really gonna go remnants those days of poor theater class. I did. There was let's just say I did so poorly in my 6th grade required theater class that I failed my partner, and we had to both go after school for 2 hours, and she ended with a D- solely because I bombed the final. Solely because of me. That's kind of how bad my
That story checks out.
yeah.
Wait, where the hell do you live where they have required theater classes?
Massachusetts.
Goddamn Massachusetts.
It's only 6th grade requirement. It's the only art class that was available for like my like in my middle school they divide the class into four groups pretty much, or clusters, and each cluster gets to assign art class, and I got theater. So it's really bad. But
Oh boy.
that was well, that's the PM right there. So, oh,
I was like, did you read that in a 14-year-old voice? Do you really think Shimmy sounds like a 14-year-old or something?
no, I was just trying to make it. I was just trying to make it entertaining.
Has anyone here ever heard Shimmy?
Hey,
I never have.
No,
I haven't heard
Anybody
Shimmy.
ever heard the Shimmy? Is it
Nope.
Shimmy or the Shimmy?
no. Shimmy and the Shimmy are two different people. I don't know why the guy the Shimmy has. I don't know why they're both Brood War fans and organizers at that, and they have like the
fan of
same
Shimmy?
name. The Shimmy casted some Chinese OSL prior. I think like around
Yeah, the
64.
Shimmy was some dude that was all big into Korean Brood War, and Shimmy is just some kid from North Carolina.
Yeah, I know Shimmy. Yeah. that
The
guy,
Shimmy is running the Shimmy Rush week, which is out of 8, which is where the Samjock Protoss almost lost against
Shimmy
AC.
versus the Shimmy, the show match needs to happen.
How would you cast that? There's no way to like shorten the names.
I'll pay $25 to see the
Actually, HackleBeast, if you had to go into a cast, right, and it was Shimmy versus the Shimmy, how would you actually go about casting those players? And they were both the same, like they were both like those two kind of equal bluish colors as Terran. How would you cast that?
I would not only call them both Shimmy, but I would use as many Shimmy references, like his tanks are shimmying down the hill, at any given opportunity.
Oh, come on. They're both Protoss players. Let's be serious. You can't have a name like that and be a real Terran.
Granted. Okay. I
I
actually don't know what races they are. I was going off of him because he said they were Terran.
I'm gonna go with
But
white.
No. I'm saying if they were Terran. I don't know if they're both Protoss or not.
doesn't matter. We're making as many Shimmy jokes as possible.
All right, then put it in stone. It's gonna happen.
Shimmy.
We need
Put-
to make this happen.
Put it.
Well, once I beat Dre in this bet match that we set up later in the week, I'll take some of the funds that I take from Dre, and then I'll make a Shimmy versus the Shimmy grudge match, and whoever wins not only gets to keep the name, and whoever loses not only has to change their name, but someone has to send someone a huge apology letter for being such an asshole and having a similar name.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
I like it.
I like.
All right, that needs to be added to the show notes for episode 4. Shimmy versus Shimmy.
Well, but that's all if game can win his show. That's right there.
I'm down to put some money on that.
Hey, no, I'm a game fan. Except
You might have to raise it.
there's something I needed to ask you, because I could not figure it out with your show match on that OP for the show match versus Bibian. It said you were random, but then it said, and then Ella said you were a race picker.
stop,
I could not
stop,
figure it out.
stop.
Oh god.
Awa
It's
puts
Hackle-
the random icon as race pickers.
Oh, okay, it's
That
race
random
pickers.
icon represents race pickers.
Oh, okay, I
Nobody
couldn't.
actually plays random ever.
Oh, okay, I
Except for
could.
maybe in Toren Hire Star League, but that's the only exception.
Alright, it does help that I actually am random, though.
Yeah, you fuck it up a little bit, but no, I don't know the last time you actually just straight up went random. You're typically Terran, except for versus other Terrans.
No, all of Nation Wars. You know,
He
when I went
PvP'd.
Yeah,
He
that
he
was like over a year ago, man. That's wild.
He
It's been a while now.
PvP'd, didn't he? Do you choose PvP as a race picker?
Wait, what?
You did a PvP against Elegant.
What? Oh,
No.
versus Elegant. That doesn't count.
Yeah, no. Versus good players, I'll typically.
Well.
say
Whoa,
Toren.
whoa. Elegant is as good as Mondragon. We've established this.
God,
He's Mondragon caliber player.
I played games like Mondi and
That was so hilarious. I'm sorry if that dude's watching. I don't want to make fun of you, but I can't help myself. That was so fucking hilarious.
What are you talking about, Hackle?
Oh god, there's some dude who posted. He's like, man, I'm really excited to compete in this tournament. I played against some really good people like Mondragon and Sail and Elegant. I lost against them all though.
Poor guy.
I swear to God. I almost left my desk. I was crying, laughing.
It's about 8 years of Brood War there, huh?
Look at the bright side. Clearly, Brood War is finding some new fans. At least one. Right? Right? Look at the positive of this.
I don't know. I'm not really sure if you want that in your community. I'm just saying. But then again, I was the person that thought Jumper was a C plus Protoss, so I mean, I'm not really in any kind of shape to really go make fun of this guy. So.
God, man. I don't know where it says Jumper is a C plus Protoss, but he should totally quote that and try to get into YSL or ASL or something.
Well, there's so many B minus / B ranked players in YSL. He might as well. Hey, who qualified for TSL is actually in YSL. I saw that and choked on my own head. I'm not gonna rat him out. I just think it's hilarious.
Okay.
I
Well,
didn't find it. He's from a country.
Yeah, his name is Sun Cow. He plays for KDV. It's pretty obvious. Right? Am I right? It's Sun Cow, right?
What?
The one you're saying smurfing for the YSL, right?
What are you talking about, Cheech?
I'm serious, right? That you're talking about there's somebody smurfing in the YSL that...
we haven't even gotten there yet. Can we leave it till we haven't even gotten to like 3-star leagues yet?
Third YSL, and I'm like, all right.
Oh, just wait. The next one's next. Okay, then to digress back into Blitz, the Toren Hire Star League 1, run by Toren Hire. After about a PM. After 3 PMs of trying to tell Toren Hire what Blitz actually was, because apparently the first one didn't make sense and he didn't see the profile. Finally got an answer from him, and here we go. He said, "Sure."
Are you gonna read it like a script, man?
I don't think I can.
Please. He said, "Sure." Make it sound really dangerous. Sure.
I have to give.
It's like selling a box of cereal over there.
Not a lot has gone on in the past 2-ish weeks due to real life issues, but the group games have been wrapped up! Exclamation point. Round of 16 bracket games have been played, and they are going to be broadcasted this Sunday, the 8th KST, and Wednesday, the 12th in KST. You can find the brackets here, which I'll go over in a second. So pretty much the groups are as follows. Friday on September 7th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be BioBoy AT versus Jono Man, Chill versus Troz, Liquid Drone versus Skinzer, Cambium versus Nudie. Or Ninjut. I always call him this guy Nudie, but he's fun. His TVTs are fun. Metalex versus Kaw, GTR versus Ingru. I'm not gonna. Kante. I don't know how to pronounce. Some Australian dude versus Tupacalypse, who's a caster of the Toren Hire Star League, and Reckroll versus Redtooth. Reckroll is going to win this whole series. Not a surprise.
Well, I beg to differ.
I think, have you seen how hardcore Reckroll is in the VODs? Like, it's crazy.
He keeps PMing me to play me, and I want to play him, but both have latency issues.
Oh, okay.
But on BioBoy ad is gonna whoop that ass. BioBoy ad and all ends every game, and Reckroll, he just cannons. Cannons die to tanks.
Okay. We'll have to see how it goes down. It is Toren Hire, so there are a ton of upsets in this. So again, this is what the bracket looks like. If you guys care to view it. So casting starting to come up. This was probably my favorite VODs to watch. It was the most comical thing I've ever seen before. So
wait, Eurodor's in here? Liquid Drone?
Yeah.
Yeah, Liquid
Yeah,
Drone.
he's gonna kick Freckles' ass too.
Who is Liquid Drone?
He's taught Eurodor.
Oh.
He's like
That means nothing to him, game.
he's the second. Oh, this is Sparta.
Yeah.
Just
You knew the direction I
He's
was going.
the second best Zerg outside of Korea, behind Mondragon, and then Rhett was third, from like 2005 to 2007.
Oh, is he an ex-pro gamer?
Might as well be. He used to beat C all the time.
Oh, okay. Well,
That guy.
yeah. Well, I know C. Yeah, he's big.
Yeah, he used to.
So maybe Liquid Drone, but I'm still going with Reckle because he's made some entertaining games against Troz. So still my pick. But still, I would probably be the one person that would bet China against LRM, even though I would probably put generally $50 down for LRM if I could bet on that series. But besides the point, that is the status update for Toren Hire Star League. Moving on to the next one, which would be the CSOL finals. You can click on the links. The show notes are on the last page on BLITZ thread. I just haven't updated the OP yet because this is kind of rushed and I'm really tired. But CSOL the final. Fung's dominated JMBJJ. If you want to have high level Zerg dominating Protoss, there you go. I wouldn't recommend a lot of games from that, just generally. VODs have really low frame rate. I guess my commentary is not bad, but still. But if you want to go see it, Puga Star Capture the Flag Star CTF League. Well, this is, I don't know actually what the stats for my own tournament is right now. It's quite bad. Round of 22 finished. Round of 10 has begun. But I brought them up, but there wasn't a lot of posts or replies or PMs at all relating to that or anything Skype replies. I don't know what's going on right now. All I have is one guy asking to get in contact with this group. We'll figure it out. But right now, round 22 is done. I just don't know what the stats round 10 is. Round 10 is supposed to be finished by this Sunday, I think. The game's supposed to be played. I don't know when the cast is going to be done. Is something funny? Am I doing something incorrectly here?
No. Look up the Skype chat. Can I wear that next?
Hey, put that. Change out HackleBeast's picture real quick and put
No.
No. If game wants it, you can have it. I don't want to.
I copyright it from Amazon.
I can't edit XSplit. My computer is going to freeze once I'm in recording mode, so I can't actually edit it. So you're kind of out of luck, sadly. I can't even open up Skype right now without probably my computer freezing. It's kind of bad. Yes. Well, Yellow Star League. So whatever you guys were ranting on about that I just didn't know what you guys were talking about at all. Some Smurf something or something like that. Yellow Star League. This was my longest cast I've ever done. I had a gallon of iced tea that made for some entertaining casts if you want to have someone have bladder control issues in the middle of a cast. I really had to go to the bathroom doing a half an hour PVT that never ended, and I refused to 2 times it until the very end, the last 30 seconds of the game. So round of 32, there's every game is linked. So any individual game that you're specifically looking where it's all linked, it should be already organized. It took a long time to do that. It was about 10.5 hours just straight on casting. I think the cast for round of 16 is next Friday. Next Friday will be that. And then YSL, that's all I know. But if you guys have any more information, as you guys did seem to be a little off talking about something, if you guys want to elaborate on that. And apparently it's a magical unicorn mask. Is that what you guys were, ranting on about? Is that what it was? Is that really what it was? I'm going to have to look at that one after Blitz. But, oh my god, no. The whole point is that you guys have your own webcam, so it's just supposed to be a seamlessly, the most professional-looking video I can. But apparently, poor man's esport.
Well, that's the point, man. I don't have a webcam. Game has a webcam that he
And I'm
would
gonna
totally
wear
actually. Yeah, he would actually figure out how to work his webcam if he was wearing
I
that.
know how to work. I just didn't want to unplug the cables to my monitor. But if I
Okay.
had that mask, fuck yeah.
Yeah. See, and it'd be so much better actually having somebody wearing it rather than just a picture of somebody wearing it. It should totally be game.
Could you imagine
Totally
me
begin.
wearing that?
If I have him as a guest on again, which is
God.
which is likely, if he ever wants to come back on, I will personally buy that mask for him if it's under $50,
fuck.
and I will ship it to him,
Hey,
and I will give it to him, and
It
we'll have
definitely is
him.
under $50.
Yeah.
I will ship it to him. I will personally ship him whatever the magical unicorn mask is, whatever it is. We'll get it for him. But
I'm gonna show you.
I want to buy Hackle a freaking webcam. That's what I want to buy Hackle.
we need to donate. You guys need to donate money so these people can get
You do
webcams.
not have your priorities in order.
He makes his own pies. All right.
Game
Probably
getting
get one at
this
the
mask
Salvation
is
Army
so
for
much
really cheap.
more important.
Well, no, see, this is what I'm thinking. BMW purchases you a webcam, and for Doty, because we need Doty to get a webcam as well. Then we we might as well get one for what's his name, Game, because I mean, if he can't use his webcam generally, I mean, we have to.
I
You
three webcams.
have 3 webcams, and you didn't tell me.
I have
Well-
one on my laptop, and I have 2 external ones that were my brother's fiance's. But like, I don't know. I didn't
Man.
feel something it up.
I know where those
Totally should have
webcams are.
had-
Don't
you
lie.
totally-
I don't trust the external ones, to be honest with you, because they were separated for a while. You know what I'm saying? But the internal laptop one I could have used, but lazy. But I'm doing it next week with a unicorn mask. Fuck yeah!
Yo, if you had plugged in all the webcams, you all would have been game from 3 different angles.
So you would have seen my ass. You're disgusting.
What?
Oh, I think.
Marshmallow pie maker, aren't you?
And also to reply to Modesty in chat, BMW doesn't have his webcam. It's not because he doesn't have it. It's because we started Blitz and he came in late, and I didn't change up the overlay. So, and I'm not. My computer's gonna freeze if I try to change anything in the overlay. But somehow we talk about some random Brood War, and then we digress into what was that unicorn hat mask?
No. It is
Something.
I will pronounce magical unicorn mask. It's magical.
What is like the MSRP on that actually? Is it like $15? What is it?
It's like
26.
25. Seriously, if you buy this from me, not only going to wear it on webcam, it's going to be my Halloween costume.
No, I'll get it for you. Don't worry. But we need to get through this. We're not even halfway done. Oh, actually, we're almost done. I guess. Well, I guess we're halfway done with Blitz.
Shimmy Rush, because I'm having some fun here. I don't know.
I know. I'm really tired. I need to do 3 pages of translation for Mandarin tomorrow.
Okay. So go through D-rank team league, because
Yeah.
I don't think anyone cares about that. Just D-rank team league is happening, guys. Just skipped it.
DRTL. It was one. It was.
Skip the YSL?
we kind of went like YSL. Well, actually, we skipped the No Spire ZBZ tour as well, which is wow. We're not even close. We're not even close.
Stop smoking.
Hey, at least let's cover the YSL at least.
Yeah, like I said, YSL round of 32 was casted. Round of 16 is next Friday, I believe, but they messed up the time again, so we need to figure that out. Like crazy shenanigans. Game. I guess before we talk about the DRTL, do you want to talk about your Ribbons No Spire tournament? Because that's another reason why you actually were initially called on to this
Are
on
you saying
air.
you don't love me?
Hmm?
Are you saying you don't love me?
I'm saying you're going in and out. What?
You only wanted me for my tour?
No, I was doing that also for your show match and the fact that you are pretty active in the community.
He's calling me a slut. I get it. Anyway, Ribbons, No Spire ZBD, basically, he emailed me, and this was like 3 months ago, and he's like, I want to sponsor
It has been.
again. And I was like, okay, send me money. I'll do them. And then real life got in the way. So these are like 3-month-old tournaments, and since he's I actually thought of more. So basically, it's like the first of 19 million ribbon mirror tournaments. Many possibility. I didn't even think of them. Like I was like, oh, there's 3 mirror matchups. No, there's no way you can use a mirror. Apparently, he knows them all. He's very. So there's like $100 tournaments, and then essentially calculating all the points from, because you already did 3 tournaments. We're calculating all the points from all the tournaments and gonna make a star league out of it.
Okay.
And I mean, he's gonna give me money, and I'm gonna get players to kill each other.
This bracket is pretty sick, actually. I'm now looking at it. It's pretty sick. You got Siki versus Dodie in round 1. Holy
What?
shit!
Do I? Just
Yeah,
kidding.
and you got Eon Zerg versus Ace. I mean, Pike versus Cozy, Technics versus Castro. Some sick lag games.
Whoa. I did not know that the brackets were up. Somebody needs to link me that shit.
That bracket's actually really sick.
You can
man.
actually click on the show notes and then just click on the thread. It's in the OP.
Or I'm nope.
Fuck.
I'm surprised
Oh.
Dodie and Babbo or Dodie's playing Zerg though. That's pretty surprising.
Damn it. Yo, you got to say in the thread that you updated the OP. Oh,
Dude,
look at that.
I did.
Did? No, you
Shut up.
didn't. No, you didn't.
The
You
thing,
didn't.
Dodie,
didn't.
that's actually going to be a really good match because Dodie plays a lot of 2 vs 2. And he plays Zerg as 2 vs 2.
Oh, man.
I say his mutas are fucking garbage. And this no Spire Tor just plays right into his hand. It's kind of like Zealots, except not as good. So, yeah, fine.
How'd you dig Ace out of retirement?
I don't dig anyone. I'm just an organizer and stuff.
And
You know.
that's...
Like, I mean, he's played in every one of my leagues for the past 2.5 years. There's no way
Yeah.
he was going to play this.
But, dude, I thought he was gone. Awesome.
No one's done when I message them. I'm sorry.
So
Go talk to Gotunk for me.
Gotunk? Dude,
Gotunk.
he doesn't even log on MSN. It's hard. I can't even contact him.
I see him on Skype every now and then. Damn it, I can't convince him. I've tried.
Anyway, I'm actually curious to see, like, I've seen Monkey walk, and I looked at his match list from last season on that old PGT site where you can look up stats and shit. Pretty good resource. Not gonna link it here because I'm not giving it my sources. But he took games off Michael on Cheese King, and he beat Zaraki 3-0. So I kind of want to see what he can do. I hate to all the big names, but I kind of want to see Monkey walk. Make that here.
Castro and Ace, those guys are really sick at ZVZ. So
Only when Cole makes Guardians.
Okay.
So
this is gonna be really sick. You got Bakryu? Fuck. This is really stacked.
Man. I'm only casting
really
one
impressed.
game from this round, aren't I? Fuck.
No, it wasn't a 2.
You said 1 from the first round.
Shh, no,
I think we need to edit it to 2, and I hope you see the same 2 I do.
What do you want, Siki versus Dodie? Honestly, True Touch, and Babo are gonna be the best. This is gonna be the best series.
No,
Hands
no.
down.
I want
2 versus 2
Zeke.
person
I
A
want-
plus 1 versus 1 and 2 versus 2 player. Come the fuck on! I want to see them fight.
I want to see Dodie play Zerg, and I want to see Technics versus Castro. Assuming Castro is still pretty good. Because on paper, I think Technics versus Castro looks really fucking
You're
sick.
talking about Castro like going 19-0 in his past games and shit. Guy's beast.
I know.
Yeah, so
That
this
would be
also plays
good.
right into our hands because Castro's going to show up and then tell him to come to Gambit Cup the next day. BAM! Yeah. So No Spire ZVZ is kind of like the first opener. And I hope it gets good enough viewers so Ribbon doesn't like not want to do the Star League thing after we do the $7,100 tournaments.
Yeah, so props to Riven, man. Way to
Sure.
go. This is pretty sick. And props to Game for hosting this shit. This is sick. I can't wait for this.
do you know what I've personally from the I think it's like 9 months of casting what I've done just watching Brood War. I don't think I've ever seen ZVZ go past like Spire Tech Do you know, or prediction-wise, what the tech would actually be for this? I know it's supposed to be, like, non-standard ZVZ, but do you have it, a guesstimate of what tech is going to be general for this?
I can guess that Michael is going to go 2-hatch Hydra drops, or 2-hatch Lurker drops, because it's such a bitch. True Touch is going to do a lot of Hydra and try to Defiler. I would imagine someone like Technics is going to try to get up a Hive, a Defiler, Lurker, and just turtle with Sunkens. And quit the game. Eon Zerg, he's going to make Lings. I mean, that's not matchup contingent whatsoever.
No. Eon's going to make Mutalisks. He doesn't understand the rules.
I don't understand. No understand.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Cozy is a mass Hydra player no matter what, so, I mean, that's expected. Basically, the tech tree is going to be, how can I kill their ground units without getting dropped on?
Okay.
And it's going to be people who turtle and make everyone rage quit.
Solid.
My prediction, and it's going to be counter logic. I know Game disagrees with me. I think that Hydralisks are not going to do well. I think the player that makes the least Hydralisks in a given series wins it.
Yawn.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
Like, I'm sorry, Lings are really good. And if
I
you
guess
get up to Hive Tech, Defilers are really good.
What's
Speaking
the
of
over-under on 4 pools in this tournament?
Wouldn't be surprised. Like, I got so distracted with Eon Zerg's Lings. Like, have you ever seen Pike 9 pool? That's scary as shit. Guys got, like, 400 APM in the early game. Like, anyone with 400 APM, let alone someone who has Zerglings with 400 APM.
Goodbye, dead player. Say goodbye to your opponent. Oh. All right. That is oh, go ahead.
I really am sad, though, that Doty has to play Zeke first round. That's a shame.
It wasn't even... I swear, it's always random. I laugh.
I don't doubt that. I just think it's a shame that randomly Doty has to play Zeke. So it's like, oh, he died to Lings.
I think
And
it's a
then
shame that Backdrew doesn't have a high-level opponent. Cash against each other.
Alright.
Yeah, who's the random Smurf in the playing Bakuryu?
Dyslexic's not a Smurf.
Oh, he's not a
he's-
Smurf?
And
He's played in a lot of
is a
C rank
Caesar.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's a
okay.
C rank now.
Like, he was even on ISL 3. He made it to group stages.
yeah,
Wow.
he did. And then he got...
What team is he on?
He's on Fox.
Oh, he's on Fox? Okay.
Well, if you just ask Elegant, that makes him automatically supreme to everyone else.
He beat Jumper. He beat Jumper in a ZVP with Mass Hydralisks, I'll have you know.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm gonna get a magical unicorn mask.
Wear that shit to the street.
the work benefits for participating in Blitz. Following that up, we have. Do you guys want to talk about any more about the YSL? Other than the fact, I mean, I've only done my casting for it, unless you guys were ranting or going on about something. I'm not sure if you want to reiterate that, or are you guys good?
Yeah, I've heard
I'm gonna
rumors
pee,
that
actually.
somebody in KDV was from, or like a really famous old Brood War player. Like
Oh, really?
RG Terran or Aaron X. It was either or. One of them is really is actually like a famous old school Brood War player.
Aaron X is Mana's brother. I forgot his old age.
Oh, it's freaking
You know what I'm talking about, right? The Terran.
Asterix, right?
Breach qualified for TSL.
Yeah,
Lions minus so many times, not even funny. So is Splax. I don't know. Lower half the bracket is B minus and up. So that's what I was going on about.
Hey, Game, do you remember Telecom?
Do I remember Telecom, the guy who
Yeah.
could get everyone to create clans and how cool he was? Gosh,
Yeah, I was just wondering if you remember this guy, man. It's like, I'm like, man, this guy's still playing Brood War? Like, fuck. Thought he got the point by now.
delusional. I don't even want to divulge into that. Like, if there was a top 5 East list of people that were fucking nuts that thought they were contributing something. Like, I'd have to say he was number 3. Like, Black Dawn would be number 1.
Yeah, it would be a top 5 list, and he'd probably make all top 5. He's literally fucking that nuts. Guys, you don't know Telecom, like, if you ever see GG Zerg on Threads, the guy's literally fucking out of his mind. He's probably 42 by now, I think, right, Gabe?
It's not a joke. This guy, you have had to experience him back in the day when he wasn't as smart because he was like 16, so he couldn't process thoughts fast enough. So he just spew out crazy shit about how he could do this and he could do that because he hosted bots for like Korean clans on West. It was and how he's a pro gamer and everyone else sucked balls and this and that. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Like, if you were sadistic, you sat around that kid and just laughed all day.
Yeah, Clan X17 was a very fun clan to be in for a couple of years. When you got people like Telecom.
Well, it has to do with YSL. We're not really going that far off track.
Yeah, really. I mean, this guy made round of 16. Like, props to Telecom, but damn, you're fucking delusional, bro.
He's been playing Brood War for that long, and he's still only a C rank.
Yeah, that's why me and Game are like just like hysterical about it, because it's like we've known this guy since like probably 2000. He's been playing Brood War, and he's still a C rank. Like, god damn.
Really?
Get a practice partner already. You know how to do this shit by now. Fucking watch some replays.
It's time to start practicing hardcore.
Yeah. God damn. But shout out to Telecom for making the round of 16.
All right. Yellow Star League, done. DRTL. Like the other past 2 weeks, none of my co-hosts or me know anything about this. So, unless anyone has anything to say about it, I just normally just say it's going on. Go read like the
Did it
1,000
fall
pages.
into the abyss or something? Like, what happened to that shit? Did it just fall apart? Like,
No, it's just poor
you
management.
were Clan League sponsoring it, right?
I'm always looking at like whenever I look at the thread, there's a lot of people that says Nikon is thanks for running it, but it could have been better optimized for running. I mean, he's also dealing with a whole bunch of D ranks, and I guess they're kinda
that's
all over the
probably the
place,
problem.
which I don't really blame him for. But anyway, so Nikon's doing that. So if you're interested, the link's there. I'm sure you can find more links for that, but we don't really talk about it on Blitz as much. D-Ring's individual tournament, it's actually moderate. It's interesting because I don't think they've updated the brackets quite yet, but Gaushi was going to. I know he's a D rank, but he was going to announce like retirement, to stop playing Brood War. But he got into the finals. He beat Psionic Reaver and Team Message's U round. So, you know, I guess he's good. So that's what I just saw, at least on the thread post. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool for him. I don't know who the other guy is. Let's see here. It must have been. No, I don't even know. Atomic Archon probably won. No, that's third place match. Oh, grand final's gonna be Team Message U round. Spoilers. Here we go. Gaushi won. Gaushi was going to announce retirement, and he actually ended up winning the tournament, which I find quite interesting. So props to him. Props to Gaushi. This is a lot easier to follow. Cobalt BLU is a much better probably organizer for a round of, I think it was around 16, not around 32. But I doubt you guys follow that as well. But props to Gaushi.
Crickets.
Oh yeah, HackleBeast, your white noise sounds like a cricket. To be completely honest, it actually did. Yeah, I find it.
Did that fix it?
No, it's your microphone. It's your microphone that makes off white noise. It's because your gain is so high on your microphone. You're probably using some kind of. I'm guessing you're using a webcam. Possibly.
I'm not using a webcam.
I'm not using a webcam. No, it's just you have so much gain on your microphone. It just makes that noise. There's nothing you can do about it, other than getting another microphone. But it's not a big deal. It doesn't matter. And then to follow that off, it's the Chinese show match, J-Star versus Fungza. I am so pumped for this. I've yet to watch the VODs of it.
Casting it?
I'm thinking tomorrow, probably, is when I have an open time to do it.
What time are you doing that?
8 Eastern Standard
In the morning?
Time? No. In the, like, 8 Eastern Standard Time. I'll be interested how it's going to go out.
Okay.
J-Star is an amazing player. I haven't actually seen J-Star play before. I know it's bizarre of me being a Chinese fanboy. It's just I haven't been around that long, and I just...
That's a sin.
I know it is. I quite acknowledge that. But I'm also a huge Fungzo fan as well, so we'll have to see how that goes down.
But, like, J-Star's a monster.
I know he's a monster. I know the hype around the player. I know he's really good, and that's why I'm also really excited because it's the first time I will see him and I'll cast him too. So I'll be interested how his PVC is. Fung's PVC though, man, he's godlike. I'm just really excited for it.
2009 IEF of J-Star vs. Red. And
Yeah.
He monster raped Red with like a 20-inch dildo, is all I'm saying. So,
Oh, that's all you're saying.
and
I'm glad you held back there.
Right. So, I mean, it's because of Cheech's voice. I don't know.
Oh wow. But that's I'm really excited for. That's probably my favorite event that is coming up. But I just like a lot of Chinese events. Then also why game is here. Fox's Bibian versus LRM's game. Which is just the initial reason why I wanted to do an interview with Game. Now, you may see that there are A, no VODs, B, there's no link to, there's actually no results on the OP. I mean, literally I had to get it all through Game. Like, there is nothing on the OP that's updated on this, which is a little sad, but do you want to explain what happened, or do you want me to tell the results, Game?
First game, I TBT'd him. Got an insanely large advantage, but he lagged worse than a Chinese person, so he's used to playing it, I guess. I don't know, but it was the worst lag I think I've ever played in. And the only reason I had like 2 seconds to prepare for the show match, it would just kind of message us and was like, "Hey, I want to play a show match. Okay, let's play." So I lost the TVT because I couldn't play in lag, and essentially the rest of the games followed. I played Protoss because Protoss units are beefier and lagging, so I assumed they'd do better.
Okay.
That was pretty much it. I lost 3-0.
Okay. Well, if it was lag, I don't think it would be. Do you think Bibian potentially outplayed you, or do you think you were on even caliber at playing?
I don't know.
I'm fucking pissed off, man, that Game lost, because I had voted confidence in this guy right now. I'm fucking mad. Man.
I went 2-2 with Bibian when we didn't lag like 2 months ago.
Okay.
So
Damn it, man.
Is that what when you initially went into this, what did you think the outcome was going to be?
I thought I'd beat him, but
Okay.
it was impossible playing. You can, if you see any of the VOD or the refs, we're both complaining about lag the entire time.
Okay.
They call him
Game-
Chinese like 6 times.
How many years do you have to play Brood War before you stop blaming it on the lag?
How long's Brood War been around? It's not gonna stop.
Not enough time.
I mean, but I understand it's not going to stop, but it should at least be new people complaining about lag.
Wait, what? Are you
Like-
serious?
You should grow out of it, is what I'm saying, Game.
You should grow to making homemade pies.
No, I shouldn't. They were delicious.
Something you do with your...
Oh God.
Oh, troll.
Before we
So
digress
anyways-
any further, go ahead.
I have to give Game a tongue lashing because I am mad that he lost. This is bullshit, Game. You know, I had complete faith that you were gonna beat Bibian and come on here and talk a bunch of shit how you beat Bibian, and now I have to hear you talk shit even though you lost. So now I'm even more frustrated. Like, god damn it, I want a rematch and I want you to fucking figure this shit out. Play on a fucking different server or something. This is ridiculous. 3-0 is unacceptable.
I'd go with BMW on this one, man. I was going for Game.
Yeah, we both we were putting you on the pedestal last week, buddy.
Gee, I
You
don't
let
know.
us down.
That was a silly idea.
Yeah.
But we were wrong. We were really wrong. Apparently, at 3-0.
Yeah, I gotta cut game down tonight. This is bullshit, game.
Yeah,
I don't care about lag. You've played in lag plenty of times, damn it. I'm fucking frustrated that you lost tonight. I'm glad I didn't watch the VODs now. Fuck.
No, they're not even good games. Like, I got super ahead in 2 of the games and I couldn't play.
I don't even know if those VODs exist. I could not find that stream. I digged for that stream. I could not find it.
Apparently the very last post in that thread apparently found VODs.
Oh, they did?
So they exist. They were casted by somebody. I don't recognize that caster.
Aegir. Aegir? Aegir.
Aegir, I think is how you pronounce it. Well, anyway. That was that. Well, that's every Star League that I could find in relevant
Whoa.
Go ahead.
One more.
One
you
more.
want to talk about the Smurf tour?
Oh yeah. I was gonna talk about that. I didn't see. I mean, that wasn't bumped at all. So I just remembered it because I forgot it week 2 when it initially came, or episode 2 when it initially came out. I haven't heard anything about the Smurf tour. I know there's a guy called HackleBeast in it though, which I was kind of laughing.
Those
Yeah.
Do you have any news on the Smurf tour? I don't know anything about it, honestly.
I casted like the first half of it. Since
Can we
I'm
get a
not
link
casting,
to that, HackleBeast? Can you bump a link?
I'll try to find the thread for it.
Yeah, because I'd actually like to watch your VODs. I think that's actually kind of cool.
All right.
And he doesn't like his job and he likes to watch your VODs at work.
Okay. Getting distracted, but I found the link. There we go. All right. So yeah, Smurf tour. I casted half of it. I'm not casting AWOL events anymore, so I don't know when.
Damn it. Fuck.
I don't know when he's gonna find somebody else to cast it. I mean, he was mad at me because I didn't want to cast it like the next day and finish it off, but I was casting other stuff. So I don't know why there's such a big gap now. Whatever. He'll figure it out eventually.
Okay.
I want to ask Game, why is this event so awesome?
I meant like my Cheez-It.
What?
Right. So, BMW, back me up here. You know how fun East was when there was a channel with 30 Smurfs and you basically can only figure out 2 of them by the idiotic way they talked? Same exact shit. Everyone was talking shit to each other. We didn't know who you were. Some guy came to the channel and said, from AOV, this game here because he wanted to tell me something. And like 6 different people whispered him, I'm game. And basically, you could only tell who Siki was, Mazer, and me. Because I was talking shit to Mazer, Mazer was talking shit to me, and Siki didn't talk at all because he doesn't speak English. Just beast. Like, all right, I guess I'll just be playing this guy. And you couldn't have any prepared build orders of who they were, so it was just how you normally play, how you feel when you're backed into a corner.
Oh, that's not how anybody normally plays. Not a one of them played their normal game.
Yeah, that was what was awesome. You saw how they really think.
AKA cheese. Everyone thinks cheese.
But, my group was fun. I knew who Ziki was, so I BBS'd his ass. And then I got owned.
Oh.
Well, spoilers about who Ziki is. Nice one.
No need, because no one knows who I am.
I'll just look for BBS.
Okay! I guess.
BBS. Good call.
Really want to look, you can look for a Terran player owning the shit Duwalt. Like, Duwalt was a little bitch. He'd have had sex with a little bitch girl who had a little bitch baby that had Down syndrome, and I beat the shit out of that fucking baby.
It's a little hardcore right there.
Yeah, we're sponsored by iCup. We need to keep that.
I will ship you some Twinkies.
Yeah, game. You need to show more respect to Icon.
This is the point in the show where I wish everyone had standard webcams to show their reaction to those faces right there.
I just look at Fitz's, man. That's plenty for me.
But if you had 4 people, it'd be 4 times as awesome. But
Wait, tomato.
okay. Where were we?
Beating babies.
The show match between these players, and we've ended up coming down to respect to ICUP and babies now. I think we digress from one of the derogatory, like, random sayings that game will come out in between, and then we just somehow randomly talk about something else. We need to catch those.
Yeah, so anyways, we were talking about the Smurf tour, and basically everybody knows who Zeke's going to be, and everybody knows who DeWalt is going to be.
I mean, half is already casted, so I'm only talking about the half that's already casted. Like, I off-raise DeWalt just because he sucks so bad. And I'm not even kidding, he was terrible. And then Dragon beat Technics, and Technics almost like rage quit Brood War because he thought he lost to someone that wasn't in his clan. And then Doty owned Mazer nasty style. And Mazer came back in the channel and demanded he knows who the Smurf is.
Classic.
I don't remember. I know who Michael is. I don't know anything about his games. And then Bagru made it pretty far.
Oh, the whole tour is done.
What I'm getting here is that if this is done again, it needs to be done live.
It better be done again.
Okay. When it's done again, it needs to be done live so that we can see all of this in the channel. Because it really sounds like a lot of the good shit happens in the channel.
There's got to be like 6 casters in the live games, so you can see everyone BMing each other because there's so much BM going on. They don't know who anyone is, so they're flipping tables at each other, playing Russian roulette and shit. It's awesome.
Oh god.
I love that tour. I remember when Awa said it to me. I was like, that is the best tour idea I think I've ever heard.
Smurf.
Was that a troll right there? You saying that was the best idea I've ever heard? Like, I know I've heard that line before.
Dude, I didn't even know she wasn't 18. All right. She told me.
Okay.
I wish I had a bell. I wish we had like a background sound that you could just like hit a bell, bing, every time that shit happens.
Anyway, we're down to the last 4 pieces of news, and this should go pretty quickly. I'll go off Kua community news, just basically. And this is for, I didn't quite get this. It's kind of like a tournament kind of idea, but it's not like an official Star League. It's an open invitation to bet games. I wasn't sure if it was purely this weekend. I know Game you posted there. I didn't read what it was, but I just saw you were there. And I'm not sure if that's what you're referencing about that betting $25 or whatever against whoever you're playing earlier in the show. But that's happening. Like to bet or whatever money for Brood War. And then the other thing is someone rebumped a thread for old WGT map packs, and if you have any of the seasons that the guy's looking for, maybe upload them for the guy, because then maybe they can upload a new pack of them that everyone can have them. I'm not sure why you would want them, but
if you want to talk Smurf tour, just go back to WGT, man. World Game Tour was the biggest fucking Smurf tour. Game can totally bump this. It was a Division 1 was a Smurf fest. If you want to talk Smurf tour.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Phoenix was playing in Division 3, smurfing for them. I mean, it was a joke.
Don't know these players at all.
Brood War back in the day in 2004 was the Wild Wild West. No joke. So anybody wants World Game Tour, that's bad memories. Don't bring that shit up anymore. A lot of fucking bad blood with that league.
The WGT map packs, everyone knows Shade AOV is, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. He's the one who made that Smurf account because he wants to do another tour and he wants to use some of the WGT maps. That's why I was pumped. Spoil.
Bump it.
Well, now I have 2 questions for question time. If there was it, I like this question because I think it's normally when I end up using a question for organization, but someone bumped a thread for organization for like requirement for organization for for event organizers. Game, I'm probably sure you probably read this as yourself as an event organizer. I've done it. I'm a small event organizer as I only run 1 tournament, but there was some interesting discussion there. They were pretty much just saying, I don't know, the thread digressed from the initial statement down to why does Team Liquid pretty much not post Brood War news onto the main web page, and then they're like, apparently some people were, or the feeling that was given off from that was Team Liquid doesn't help Brood War, and then there was talk about some making an off-site thing for foreign Brood War, and then that seemed to get scrapped out of the window. But generally speaking, I would say it's not Team Liquid's fault. I would agree with most people generally that there isn't a pro scene going on right now, and I don't think there ever will be for Brood War. The closest thing would be Chinese OSL, but even that I wouldn't even say really compares to it because there isn't that demand for it. I mean, at least with my casting, there isn't.
Wait, Samjock isn't a pro team?
Okay, it's our pro team. Okay. Why do I always say like, Samjock's a sponsor team? You could call them a pro team, but what's the other sponsor team to play for them against? Where's the Star League that has what in Brood War? Because I know Game and you obviously followed Brood War way longer than I have. What's the prize pool for an OSL, or was for an OSL? Like, what was the prize pool for that?
That big. I think it was 40,000 for first place.
Okay, 40,000.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the closest tournament we have is the Ella the Winter 2013 one, and that's 18 grand altogether.
No, it's 42,000 altogether.
42
Yeah.
grand. Okay, so that would stock up to that. That would probably make front page news if it goes through, and I hope it does. That would make front.
Stop. In the spirit of real talk, Game, what's
Go
going
on.
on with that?
Go ahead.
Why has there been nothing after the announcement?
The announcement was just hype. It's a year from now. That's why everyone calling it illegitimate. I just want to punch them on the fucking face. Like they were all like, "Oh, Swedish Brood War initiative's a scam because the dude went on vacation." He said it was going to take a long time, and AWA announced it way too early. That was his fault, but it's not a gimmick or anything.
Okay.
He's like putting a lot of man hours into getting a lot of money.
Okay.
Where
Now,
did he rob the bank from? Which banks did he rob?
Yo, son, you shit hockey cards. You robbed a hockey card store. Little hockey.
He robbed Chinatown?
Oh,
when should we expect to see something from AWA?
wait, hold on. I actually have it marked on my computer's calendar. November 31st.
November 31st.
Okay.
He announced that way too fucking early.
Hold on, Justin, he posted in the thread. He was under pressure from the heads of TL. They started messaging me, asking me if I know anything about it. And so he had to post what he's getting his currency from. But obviously he didn't divulge into what's going on. He just said the money's from hockey cards.
From hockey cards?
From hockey cards.
See, it's actually his plan, and that's why he can't say anything about it. If you heard about it, you'd be like, fuck, I'm going to go do it. Because once he's done doing it, I'm going to go do it.
Well,
Thank you for that lovely information.
But, I'd like to go back to the organizational shit that you were talking about.
yeah.
Thing in the... You're huge... Dude, that paragraph, quote-unquote, is actually like 3 pages long. I don't know why you didn't...
I didn't check out. I was doing that. Yeah, no, I know. But there is some truth to that, I think. But whatever.
That's where I disagree with you. I don't think you've ever in your life dealt with a corporate sponsor. Do you think, like, if it was my choice...
I never talked about money. I talked about production value being important for viewers' sake, not where...
You were like, oh, there's banners on the side. They were clunky. They're useless. But essentially, for the corporate sponsor, all you're getting them is views. They're paying views. And if you don't tag them in everything, especially you sign a contract with sponsors, large corporate sponsors, with an e-signature, and give them details. And in that contract, it says you will do this, 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 and this.
Yeah.
So it's a necessity. I would never in my life put a huge as banner with like altitude flying planes on it for a tournament if it wasn't a sponsor that I intended to keep for future events.
Well, what I was talking about is when you go onto a stream, and the whole reason I don't know your opinion on StarCraft 2, but I'm getting a lot of this from that. If you watch the GSL, the free first video, they do a ton of, I think it's like 3 or 4 hours of casting every day, but it doesn't matter. The first game is always free. Now, if you watch that for the first time, I was absolutely just blown away by what they had there. Production value, stats, the way everything was organized was pure perfect, and that's why I still continue to watch and subscribe to them.
Their budget is $7 million an event.
Yeah, I'm not saying that everyone needs to recreate that. I'm just saying when you look at that, try to reflect off of that. Because I'm saying where you're off a budget, right? That's what I'm doing right now. Literally what I've done is I went over budget with a microphone, obviously, but the microphone works well. You can get graphics that make, I think it makes it look more better. The organization's better in my opinion. Now that's
not organization. That's completely aesthetic.
No, but
organization has to do with your timing and what you get done.
Well, no, but I'm saying the organization is part of that. Because what do the VODs have of organizations? They literally, right now for Gambit Cup, they've been using a random, I don't even know is it Andromeda as like a picture just to go over it? I mean, that's where you have top tier play, but then you don't have... No, that's
clearly an oversight. That's not something like he was just like, oh, you know what, we should just use Andromeda. I can say that. I can't. I never had... Actually, my college has a street called Andromeda, and I can't say it. I don't know. Anyway.
It just seems silly, though, that they would have... If someone would want to have especially for Ella, who wants to make a grand... Or that's where the speculation for HackleBeast had. I'm not saying it's true. But if that's the case and wants to have a professional thing, and that's what it seemed what Ella has. I mean, that would be my speculation as well. Wants the best for Brood War. Why wouldn't you make the overlays possible for that event? It just seems interesting.
To be fair, he will. Like, there wasn't a whole lot of time there wasn't a whole lot of leadway that Puppy Killer got before Puppy Killer knew that he was going to be casting. So I'd be really surprised if come next week they were still using a map as their replay blocker.
I wouldn't.
All right.
It only takes...
I have faith in people, game.
Well, I can explain why.
Okay.
Okay, here's the thing. Gambit Cup is not sponsored by a corporation right now. As you can see, it's not tagged by anyone. There's no title sponsor. He doesn't have to answer to anyone, essentially. He just wants the league to run. And he's out right now raising the funds for the Euroland. Like, he's staying in hotels and shit. He's traveling every single day of the week. So it's not as if he can sit around and organize things like I did with ISL. And if you see something wrong, he'll nitpick at it and he'll get it fixed. Like, he doesn't really have the time. He's getting Euroland underway. So, I mean, aesthetically, I don't think Gambit Cup will improve too much, except that he might come down hard on Puppy Killer, as you might know.
But why would... Okay, so I'm just saying, even from that point of view, from the techno aspect, it takes literally 2 days to hire someone or make it yourself, depending if you're good at graphic design. Literally make an overlay. It takes like 2 days at most to make a professional-looking overlay for Brood War, which I don't understand why it's never done. But even from that point of view...
Wait. I was using a nice one for Gambit Cup. He has a nice Gambit Cup overlay. He just needs to give it to Puppy Killer.
He's not using it.
I think you estimate Puppy Killer's intelligence.
Okay, give it to Noise, because Noise is the one who's actually streaming it.
Yeah.
So give it to Noise. Okay, but even that point, okay, They still haven't given it off, and wouldn't Ella eventually want to get a sponsor for Gambit Cup anyway? I mean, just looking at it from
Twitch TV.
For the second one, not this one, correct?
But this one has like a 5 times bigger prize pool. I don't think he cares.
Oh, okay. I just always thought though that you would want, if your production value is increased, you thus get better viewers. Now, of course, that comes with. I mean, you're not going to have 1080p streaming without said $7 million and have your own studio. Of course, you're not going to have that. But I'm just saying, from that point of view, I think you can tone it down.
There's obviously
still
improvements that can be made.
Yeah. But I just don't understand, generally, just for the good of Brood War anyway, why people don't do it. But that's enough said about that. Then the other question, though, a little not really, it's Brood War, but it's game, actually, just game mechanics. Someone asked in the Brood War strategy that literally just came up, they were asking, are there any lurker-based builds still in like current meta? The only one that I would know of that is like
matchup.
In one matchup, well, against Toren, right? No.
Yeah. Download Technics replay pack.
Yeah.
He opens up 3-hatch lurker ling every single game. So does Eller and Pike.
Oh, okay. Just why, because I always did 2-hatch lurker, but that's against D rank, so against Terran.
I still do 2-hatch lurker. Don't worry, it's not your rank.
Yeah. But all right, so lurkers still exist. Organization, we've come down to there can be improvements, but people generally, or event organizers, do not need to do it till sponsors come in. They want to do that to get sponsors.
You know what? Just table that point.
Okay.
Table that point until next week. If there still is, if there's still a picture of Destination covering up the replay bar, then you have a really valid point.
Okay.
But I think that they'll get the correct replay blocker.
I mean, if anything, Destination just serves a great purpose there. It just pisses off every non-Terran that's watching the cast. So it gets a more active chat.
Okay. Well, with that done, I think unless Chad has any questions for us, which I mean we don't even have that. This is a Thursday night, so we don't have that many people. But I think that would conclude everything. Unless
Well,
Chad
are we
has-
gonna?
What?
What cheat?
I was gonna see. Are we gonna see game versus BLITZ here with me and Hackle casting?
What?
Yeah, we've done this thing where I play players that will absolutely decimate me. I died from Doty last week from a Pro Brush and a Manor Nexus.
Pro brushes sound fun.
If you want to, we can. I'm not saying it's needed, but we can do a quick game if you want to.
It's needed. I gotta see game versus Fitz with me and Hackle casting. This is exciting.
You realize, like, you know who's going to win, right?
Yeah,
Well,
but game has to play Zerg, and we can make some stipulations.
I can't have more than 2 people in a game.
Dude, just open 5 tabs and game can't deal with the lag. You're fine. You got this, Fitz.
I don't know. Well, let's see here. Let me.
Come on.
Okay, hold on. Let me just end the stream for half a second so I can get Blitz done, guys. VOD users, I'll just post the game.
What?
Because